Hey guys, welcome back to the final portion of our show. We have an hour left, so I think so.
Very much so,
Very much
yes.
so. Final portion. And
Travis is like, I'm gonna kill you all, so definitely the
yeah,
final portion.
it's the final portion of the whole campaign. So let's watch it. Travis, take us back.
Durian, it is your turn, sir.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I haven't done this, so I put my dodge bonus on the dragon, just to
Not a bad idea.
have.
There is only one enemy. It's perfectly logical.
Got it. Only one enemy. Yeah.
Here
so
and now.
here and now. I am going to cast my Inspire Courage again.
Okay.
So I'll type that up real quick. You
Yeah.
should lower my thing for Nina down to 3 rounds now that my turn is over.
Sure. So are you not able to...
No, you moved it and I can't click it anymore. I don't know
one
if it's,
sec.
it might
You
be on a
can't
layer.
just- Can you double click right after the 4?
Nope.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move to here. I'm around the corner of this broken wall right here.
Yeah.
I'm still within sight and could be attacked, presumably. But so yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, type it up.
I will. +2 attack. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so the dragon...
Oh, and I keep chanting, by the way, for this, so it's still active for now. So
All right. So the dragon rears up its head. It gives a bellow to the sky and opens its mouth, eyes glowing kind of like a bright sort of putrid green. And it just starts exhaling this smoke that soon clouds the entire area in darkness. And you guys all hear like a crunch and a clattering and a huge whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You're buffeted by the air. I think you hear Kendra kind of yell. Maybe she tripped over something and got knocked over. And you hear in Draconic, anyone who can understand it.
Yay.
You hear, "You should have paid me what you owed me long ago."
Oh.
You hear
Know it.
whoosh, 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 as the sound of wings starts to fade.
Do we know? I don't suppose we get an attack of opportunity if we think she's left elsewhere.
Did you see her leave?
Can I
do you,
perceive to see the hero leave?
do you want to hit
like-
Kendra or do you want to hit Buck?
Please don't hit me.
So,
I'll accept accidentally hitting Kendra.
of course.
Yeah, but you might accidentally hit me.
I
That's the problem
believe
here.
I believe the answer is no on this one.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know what? I think I understand the mechanics. Just roll a d20, roll a d2.
If you do 100 damage to me, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay,
I'm gonna come
yeah,
back and I'm gonna
you do
kill you.
not. I think it's just like an auto 50% mischance.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you swing, and you just catch air. Yeah. So, you hear a whooshing. Violet yells, "I can't see! Does anyone know where it went?"
I just crouch down and hug
That's
my
what's up.
knees a little bit. I keep chanting "Charge of the Light Brigade," but
Cannon and To the left of them,
Cannon.
of them volleyed and thundered.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Nina, do you? I think I think you weren't so good with the bow anyway, right?
No, but if I can try to hear it, I'll still give it a go.
Yeah.
I might get
just
lucky.
just
after all.
roll. Well, it's not about hearing it. It's about getting out of the area. So just give me a d20. Like and we're gonna call it an 18 or better, not to just basically to stumble your way out of the blackness. I'm giving you a 15% chance. Yeah. Fawn, same thing if you so wish. If you're just like you can hear it flying away.
Sure.
Nope.
I want to stumble out.
Caven.
Come on, Caven.
Can
No.
I heal myself though? Was that technically my turn?
Yeah, I think you like move 30 feet and you're still in blackness. So yeah, you can heal yourself.
Okay.
Durian,
8 plus-
are you just staying where you are? Just huddled against the wall?
Yeah, I don't want to heal myself because my friends look pretty hurt. So,
Okay.
I reach. I reach into my pack. So I don't know that anything's happened to Fawn. So I reach into my pack and I down one of the potions of greater restoration.
So it's not a healing potion.
Oh, it isn't.
Yeah,
at all.
you
Doesn't do it.
know it is not a healing potion. It will not give you hit points back.
Lucky Fawn. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you,
know that
you
was-
were you were explained that it would cure virulent diseases, lift curses, and like regrow minor like body parts. It will not. It will not.
Oh,
Like,
so give Lady
Cool.
Tegan. Give her a foot back.
Can if you want. Potions are super valuable.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and I think it gets around, and yeah, there's just like this cloud of inky black darkness around all of you for a while. Maybe you stumble around for a while and find the exit. Maybe you don't, but eventually the darkness lifts to reveal bodies everywhere. Enemies, friends, people you didn't know, civilians strewn about the street. The rain is still coming down hard, but it's no longer burning your skin. And yeah, you guys are left in this battle scarred area.
The first thing I do is I go check out this guy since I have a personal history with him. Travis.
He's got a big old sword.
Oh yeah, him. Yes, he is dead. Looks like a stab wound to the cranium. Very precise.
This is where I do one of the things I'm like, your death was a lot nicer than it deserves, and I actually pull out a mini dagger and I just put it through his neck for good keeping.
Yep, because you just like to cut heads off and stab things after.
No,
you're dead.
no.
No,
Yes, he
it's
does.
a Nina thing. It's a Nina thing.
It's
at this
totally a
point.
Nina thing.
No. This is a revenge thing. This is
Yeah, I
pure
can't
revenge.
count the number of times you're like, I cut its head off. No, it's fine. Your character is just
Oh,
like.
no. I'm not cutting his head off. I'm just putting a dagger through his
It's
back
fine.
of his
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
It's fine. Good.
Caven, did you see that 6 health I healed you for?
No.
It's not much, but it's something.
I will take it. Thank
Now
you.
I'm out of level 2 spells.
Now I'm at 10 hit points. No, I'm sorry. Yes, 10.
Well, you won't
And,
die if you get breathed on by a normal person. Maybe by
Thank
that
you.
dragon, though.
I appreciate it.
How long did it
boy.
take for the darkness to clear?
I'd have to look. It was
A couple
while.
minutes. Couple minutes or not that long? Minute, maybe?
Something like. I think it's by rounds by level.
Okay, well then.
So
it's been at least, let's say, even after it cleared. and
about
we're-
a minute, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
a
a minute
minute?
it starts dissipating.
Can we
it's-
see it? Can we see the dragon, like in the distance somewhere?
Probably not at this point.
Okay.
So I
Travis.
So maybe this. Okay, go ahead, Josh.
was gonna say I just searched the half dragon.
Yeah. So you're like frisking his body, and that's gonna take you a little bit. So you were saying, Jimmy?
So maybe
I'll
this
give you a list.
calm falls over the courtyard, and I crouch over Lady Tegan. She's still alive.
Yes, she is unconscious.
Yeah,
but alive.
I stand up and bang on the door and say, "It's gone. We need healing. There's people injured. Please."
Yeah, you do that, and there's like no immediate response.
Yeah. I keep banging, and we can go to somebody else, but Travis, at some point I'm going to switch to ghost sound and just bellow my loudest, like, "I am Sir Durian, we've driven off the dragon, and we need some fucking
you're
healing."
hammering for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's everyone else doing?
Being pissed off about being a dude again, and asking Dorian for that potion while he's busy bellowing.
Yeah, so like Fawn, as far as you know, comes up to you, Durian.
They won't fucking open the door. Come on! There's injured people! The Lady Tegan is out here!
I put my hand on his shoulder, and I turn him around. And I say, "Look at me."
You look like shit.
Look at me.
No, look at me.
Yeah.
I am the male.
Fawn, roll me a D100.
Wow.
Okay. 41.
Okay. Yeah, you feel like you did before, like you have for some time. And
Okay.
yeah.
I'm a dude.
Mhm.
I'm just like, "Dorian, look at me. Look what happened again. The blood of those things. They got to me. And that's,
What did you... Wait, we've never seen these things before. It couldn't have repeated.
Yeah, but maybe, I mean, they were disguised. Maybe whatever was on that ship before, I don't know. Were they these things? Maybe.
No, but some of those things on the ship died. They weren't these. I don't think.
I don't know. Either way,
We have other
And this
potions.
again.
Let's get healed up and somewhere safe, and then we'll tend to this matter.
I nod. Very sad.
Jimmy thinks he knows what's going on, but Durian didn't see what was happening, so I slap Fawn. I said, "You fought well out there. That was tough. It couldn't be hit practically."
I'm just
Just
lying
put myself
down.
in the right place.
Yeah, and I shout in, I don't know, Elven and Common, and I'm just like, "Please open the damn door."
Yeah,
Dragon's
I think
gone.
after a while, like, the door creaks open, and a bunch of guards just like, kind of, basically they rush you and push you and I guess Buck, you're there, push you back, forming like a shield wall.
I'm too frustrated, so I'm just gonna let Dorian talk. Like, I'm just like bewildered at what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going. I figured they're doing this. I'm like, I just like I let myself be pushed, and I'm like, "You cowards! If you had helped, you cowards!"
Sir Durian, please. And out walks Stavrofor Miriam. What is it? Our
We drove it
spotters
off.
saw it flying off.
We heard it. We
Where?
couldn't kill it. We drove it off.
Yes, I'm sorry. We weren't expecting an attack. We assumed we would see it coming. We didn't have time to
I just dead eyes
roll out
look at her.
the defenses, and her like voice is shaking.
Yeah, I'm like, your guards didn't trample Lady Tegan over there, did they? Can you see that she's tended
What?
to?
She like turns around and,
I point.
and sees like, yeah, Lady Tegan's like, She's not like smushed between the door, but she's just kind of slumped over on the wall.
She's
you two,
stable,
grab
but-
her, bring her in quickly. She's the only one left, I think.
Her husband will want it. What the hell do I care? Our people are injured. Can we come in and rest a moment, please?
Yes, come in, quickly. We don't know if that thing's coming back. And like she ushers you in, and you see like a behind the line of guards, there's just a congregation of priests, acolytes, people. They're like gathering bags, stuffing them with bandages and medical supplies, and they're ready to go. And as soon as you guys get in, the Stavrofor looks around and says, "Well, what are you waiting for? Get out there! We've got injured." And the priests and like groups of guards, probably going 4 or 5 at a time, just like start hustling out the door and going out into the city.
think
Please, you two, my office, carry her. And they like get a stretcher and start bringing Lady Tegan up with them.
I'm like maybe.
Kendra and Vi have like just fallen in behind you. Violet looks scared, and Kendra looks like a little shell-shocked. Like she's got this massive gash across her arm. Some of the plates have been ripped off. Her like plate mail is a bit shredded. And there's like just this acid burn.
Yeah, I peel some like cloth that had been acid glued to like my skin, and I sort of like drop it. And I'm probably a little shell shocked too, and I look behind me and make sure that Nina and Caben and Buck are all present and accounted for.
I'm hurting. but I'm
Yeah.
here.
I'm doing a lot better than our last encounter with the dragon, as I laugh at the fact I had 1 hit point when I fought Recommend, and now I've got 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come
I
a
think.
long way, Nina.
Yeah, Nina, do you have like his like weapon and armor were obviously magical. Like it was very obvious that they were magical armor and sword. So did you take the time, like you had it? Did you take the time?
Oh yeah,
to pull his chainmail over his head.
I pull his chainmail and I shove it in the sack that I carry around, and then I'll just like grab his sword and just put it over my shoulder.
Okay.
Obviously, once again, like I'm gonna put some cloth around my hand to not actually physically touch his sword
Sure.
until Durian does his thing.
Sure.
Like
Yep.
Nina knows the drill, not to touch things unless they're been examined first.
Might turn into a man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, so you guys start like going up to the Stavrofor's office. You can see like several of the higher priests are organizing supply sorting, and as people they like start to pull injured people that aren't just flat out dead into the temple, and several of the older priests are doing like triage. And it's it's pretty obvious that the bottom floor, the like actual temple itself, as well as the reception hallway, and maybe some of the portions of the library are going to become like triage centers pretty quickly. But yeah, they start leading you up the stairs, and it's I think you guys have like a couple of quick minutes to like think over everything as you're climbing the stairs, and you're kind of packed in together. Kendra and Vire are behind you, but is there anything you want to discuss before going into the office?
Oh, yeah.
You have a couple minutes.
Oh yeah. Durian, we need to talk with Lady Tegan and these two. This is escalated very, very seriously.
I want to hear what you have to
This-
say, Nina, but Lady Tegan's in no position to talk for any time soon.
I know, but nevertheless, she needs to hear this. She needs,
We can-
and Lord
we'll
Tegan
repeat
needs
it
to be
for-
told.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Durian, it probably like strikes you at that point that the High Counselor is dead. you saw her just get melted in a pool of acid, along with your uncle and Lord Arendelle. Her husband's now the High Counselor. Like he
Yeah,
was the guy tagged to get the position anyway. And
Yeah, no,
in the
I had
election.
thought about that and then was like, this is not the time. But so I hear Nina and I'm like, Stavrofor, I know it's not really pressing with the injuries, but the Lord Tegan needs to be notified. He's High Counselor now, I believe.
She like kind of pauses. She like nods at that sort of absentmindedly, like, yes, we'll have to send a letter right away. What? So where is the High Counselor? You said she was out there? Like she's kind of half paying attention to you at this point, half examining Lady Tegan.
Miriam, they were all melted.
What? I'm sorry, there are a lot of injured, and it wasn't pretty. Who was melted?
Lord Arendelle, Lord Nilo, the High Counselor, she's dead too.
Wait, Lady Hilari? Wait,
they were
what?
all melted. The dragon's first strike was on the stage. It's a miracle that Lady Tegan's still alive. They're all dead. They're incinerated by acid.
Yeah, you see her like open and close her mouth a couple times. And just, wait. So her husband was next in line? I don't. You know the Elven nation better than I do. What is there a?
You heard the High Councilwoman speak Hilari in our conference about Lord Tegan, but he's the only counselor who didn't make this trek that I know of. He's back in Cien.
There's also Lord Gembright didn't make the.
Lord Gembright, but
There
he's very.
Of the Council of Seven, we were happy to receive 3, but I don't.
I don't know the political situation. Just know that Cien needs to be told that half of their ruling counselor is no more. And Lord Tegan should be aware that his wife is at least alive for the time being.
Yes, we'll have to send. How do we? And you can see she's like on the verge of panic. So, like, what do you say to try and calm her? You can tell she's about to like.
I even stop the procession and I turn her and say, "You saved many, and there are many more to be saved. One step at a time. We'll figure out how to get message to Cien. Let's deal with what we can right now."
So Durian.
Yeah, roll me a diplomacy check, please. We'll see how calming your words are.
I use charm person, not.
It never works for my characters.
Yeah, nope. One step at a one.
That was really good, man. That was a really great roll.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
I break down crying. I start tearing up and crying.
Yeah, I think she like pats you on the shoulder and she's like, "It's okay. You're in shock. Please, come upstairs." And she like gets them to continue. And yeah, you guys go down the hallway. You see like in the hallway there are like guards rushing past, priests running around, messengers sprinting up and down. You spot Lee, the boy that was bringing you back and forth, but you don't see Melissa anywhere. And you like turn into the Stavrofor's office, and she like gets Lady Tegan set down on her like couch, and like directs the rest of you to like some armchairs and pours like a strong measure of wine for each of you, and she signals most of the guards to leave. A couple like stay in the room. Like she probably tells them to go and then turns and like 2 of them, understand, hey, it's panic time, like important priests get someone to stay with them. So Yeah, the two of them just stay and close the door. Yeah, and she like starts handing out wine. Just it seems like she doesn't know what else to do right now.
Well, we all like to drink, so
Mm.
could be worse.
Well,
I think Kendra just like sloughs down on the floor next to Nina in a chair.
Yeah,
So I sort of
I look
pat
at
her on
Nina.
the head a little bit.
I say,
She
Nina,
she kind of turns at you like just kind of punch drunk and says, "Well, I hit it once."
Yeah, I sort of like do the like this is Kendra, right? The human.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sort of just like sort of scruff her hair a little bit, like it's okay type thing.
Yeah.
Like one go warrior to another type, and it's like,
Yeah, she
So-
slugs down some of the wine.
oh Durian, I finally figured out why they're called.
Well, they're called what?
Well, the Black Fang is called the Black Fang because the boss's fangs are literally black. And I just let out the biggest, deepest sigh.
Wait, that
Wait,
thing
that-
got black fangs? This is Allison asking this.
The Black
No.
Dragon!
Yeah, but you said it had literally black fangs. You said literally, so I was like, did I miss something?
The horns. Wait,
Yeah.
Nina, you're saying this wasn't the Marquise?
No, this is not the Marquise.
I don't
This is-
understand. It was I mean, the dragon. It was just like you described. It had magma rivers
And-
running on its skin, and it.
You were
Caven,
here when it
what
changed,
did you
though.
see? Caven, what did you see when you shot it?
Just like the little guy out there, he reverted out of a illusion or something. The big one did too, and it was not a magma dragon. Actually, there was no veins of magma. It was just. I looked to Nina because she read the book on dragons. Like I'm assuming it's a black dragon.
Yeah.
Because that's
Nina,
No,
the
Black
I
Dragon.
think Nina and Durian both did. So if the two of you could give me Arcana checks, that would be great.
Yeah, I just say like it,
You want me
if
to
I'm not
give
sure that it was
Arcana,
like
that's
a
what-
black dragon. If Caben's not sure, I just say it wasn't. It lost its magma looking, so it was not in actuality the Marquise.
16.
And the little guy out there, the smaller one that reverted, we ran into him when we were on a mission dealing with the Black Fang. So it's
I mean, even if it's not like the thing of Black Dragon, it's a dragon that's pure black. It's
sure. I mean, we know it wasn't the Marquise, and B, the little guy was with the Black
Well,
Fang
it's
before.
true.
So
From what I know,
that's
the
direct
little bit I
connection
know
right
of magma dragons, it wouldn't breathe acid. I don't believe.
no.
That-
I mean, was it Bulma, whatever the hell it was called,
yeah,
the one
the
that we
little
killed?
dragons we met underground breathe magma
Please,
too.
please, What are you all talking about?
I sip on my wine
Have
quietly.
you heard of the Black Fang, the criminal organization?
They're a gang, a cult. They don't have much power up here. They're more, well,
Well, apparently they
south.
do.
They said she. Do you remember the necromancer?
Who
And
said
he
she?
talked about a greater evil, and this was a
Oh, yeah.
believe a she dragon.
Perhaps.
Stavrofor. I think. So we've encountered that there were two dragons outside, a large one and a smaller one. Well,
I saw dragons attacking. I tried to protect Zane, and we
Zane.
got him in the tower. He's safe. He's well.
there were two dragons outside, a greater one and a lesser. The lesser we brought down, but it merely transformed into
Humanoid.
a humanoid or a half dragon, half man. I don't know. And it's somebody we ran into once when we were at a Black Fang pirate base type thing. We were pursuing kidnapped people, and we ran into this horrible dragon-like, lizard-like man, and he was here again. I didn't make the connection till now, but the leaders, the really dangerous members of the Black Fang, have spoken about the one they call she, the one, some sort of source of power. What I believe that this had nothing to do with the Marquise. I think Nina's
in
But
right.
you
fact-
told us all about this dragon, that she had an army, that she was
She
preparing
an
to
army of-
attack.
Army of
She had an army of
kobolds.
kobolds. She was preparing to attack. This was another dragon entirely.
this what's her name? Sorry, it's a Mary
Miriam.
Lady Miriam. This leader of the Black Fang, I can only assume is the leader because the grand size of her wanted it to look like it was the Marquise. Like, obviously,
I don't
I'm
understand.
I'm not a wizard, but that was definitely some kind of illusion or something
So how did they
to
know
make it look
about?
like someone else.
How did they know about the Marquise though?
I mean,
we
they're
only-
dragons.
Dragons know their own. I don't know.
Like,
But stop
a dragon.
This is I can't emphasize this enough. I don't know what the relationship is, but this was not the Marquise. They breathed magma. They underground. They were beings of fire. This appeared to be, but had acid and smoke, and the rain outside became acid rain or stinging rain of some sort. This was not at all
Durian, I think I know what they wanted to accomplish.
what kill us.
No,
kill
actually,
everyone.
and that. Well, they succeeded. If my assumption is correct, they succeeded in half of it. They wanted to kill both the Cian Council members and Lord Zane, or His Highness. I'm trying to think of His Holiness saying, like, what you would
His
refer to him if
holiness,
you didn't
yes.
call him Alchemist. Yeah.
His benevolence is the. And you see Miriam like shake her head, like that's not important now. I don't. You think
If
this-
that's
This was a
Marquise
political.
was here to assassinate the?
not the Marquise, it's important.
This is someone else, something else. This
Someone-
is another
the leader of
player.
the Black Fang.
If they wanted to,
And she like nods, like you can tell she's like struggling to keep up.
sure.
And I
Lady
think
Miriam.
at that point, Violet like sits down next to Kendra and kind of looks at her and says, kind of puts all that stupid political stuff in perspective.
What political stuff?
Well, I mean, she like shrugs her shoulders and says, well, I mean, the stuff with the CN Council,
The
it
stuff-
doesn't even matter
The
now.
stuff with the elf woman you took.
Yeah, you can see her like, kind of like cast her eyes down. She says, we thought she was working with Lord Nilo, the one that's here, not the. Well, anyway, Lady Nephish, she asked us to keep her out of the way. Said any wood elves. I mean, and she just like stammers to a halt.
Yeah.
You were working with Lady Nephish.
I think Kendra nods and says, "Yeah, we were looking for that one too, and we were just supposed to keep any wood elves out of the way."
I look over at Fawn Buck, and I say,
That's me.
put your rapier down."
I'm just.
Okay.
I'll say. I'll just say to. It's Violet, isn't it? The little gnome that was talking.
Yeah,
I'll
I
just be
think
like,
she's
I
she's
think-
like leaning, sitting down like half the height of Kendra, kind of leaning against her. Like, what does it matter now? Apparently, politics, trying to get one up on each other. Well,
Well,
This Lady Nephish.
is that the only reason why you're here, Violet? I think the time for secrets and whatnot after what we've just been through is a little bit beyond that. We need to talk.
She like
No more
holds up her
secrets.
hands and says she
We need a DTR.
she
Violet.
she like holds up her hands and says she knew we did good work. We had worked with the council before. I mean, she points over at the Lady Tegan and says that we killed the dragons for them. Little ones, mind you. She says, like, pointing at the Stavrofor, not anything like this. She heard we were, I don't know, effective at jobs? Anyway, she wanted wood elves. We had seen several along the way here. It wasn't supposed to be anything violent. You just take him by surprise, tie him up, keep him squared away for a couple of days. There was one a couple towns back. Kendra has some contacts. As far as we know, he should have been let go a day ago. It was just, I
Fawn,
don't know.
Yes.
what would your friends be doing around here that the Black Fang would be concerned about? Because
I
Caben,
mean, I don't
Do
know.
you really think they had something to do with this? I just thought it was making sure.
Violet,
Well,
you were working for Lady Nephish. Lady Nephish was from the Isle of Laurent, where particularly nasty large lizards were, which were under the control of a necromancer named Venric.
I've heard the fauna there is really interesting. Who's Fenric?
Yes. Venric was a necromancer we killed in Cien. He had in his control several undead of these creatures from the Isle of Laurent. Venric worked for the Black Fang and spoke specifically of his master, a great she. I don't remember if he gave her a name.
Mistress.
Mistress is all he
Yeah,
referred to as.
Just so female.
Lady Nephish is a snake. She works for the Black Fang or is part of them. Or
What?
Oh, boy.
I thought it
We
was
got
just some political stuff. The wood elves, they were working with Lord Jobrin Nilo.
well,
Why would you work
Jobrin
with
Nilo
wood elves?
and
Is he a wood elf?
all of
Sorry.
the other. He's a high. He's not a wood elf, but he's. The plan
said,
was
it
to
was just
distract
some-
from any threat so that they could make a strike and eliminate the political entities that control Cien and Ariadnesh. To further destabilize the region, I assume. To what end beyond that, I don't know.
I
But
think
with-
Well-
Kendra like looks up and says, "Whoa, I thought it was just some political stuff here. We fought with you. This
Not a-
wasn't."
You're just patsies.
Today
Don't-
you did.
You're just patsies.
No,
No,
Look.
my name's Kendra. And you can see, like, she's probably concussed. Like,
Yeah.
Kendra, Violet, there's another thing you need to consider now. You've just made the Black Fang's most wanted list for extermination. You literally just struck at the probably. I can only assume once again that dragon, the big dragon, was the leader of the Black Fang.
Oh, so that's why the dragons wanted to know why I didn't pay it.
Yeah.
Got it.
You should have
Got
paid what
it.
you owed me.
No?
Perhaps.
And I'm sure that is going to go up now that we killed his son, half son, whatever you want to call it.
Violet, just your friend Kendra's clearly in shock and possibly concussed. Why don't you take a minute? We're not accusing you of anything. You fought well out there. You held your own. You both did. You're both alive.
I think she nods and she's like, "I think you're right. Here, dear." And she, like, pulls the wine glass out of her hand, like, "No more for you now." Oh, it's good.
Stavrofor, I don't know if you kept up with that, but
Not
make
a
it
word.
simple.
What's going on?
whatever just happened out there had nothing to do with the report that we brought back.
You're going to have
From
a
the
hard
plains.
time convincing the high priests of that. The dragon matched your description perfectly.
Well, we
I leave
have
it-
lots of eyewitnesses that it didn't.
Well, hold on, Caben.
In fact, we've
Oh,
got
hold on,
6 Dragon
everybody.
Slayers.
Nina, everybody. Stavrofor, it's not material what they believe. They had a dragon attack, and there's much to recover from that. And we don't have time to stand around here and try and convince those of information that we have only as far as they're concerned on hearsay. Here's the truth, as we know it, our best knowledge. What we just fought was the leader of more than a criminal gang or a political entity. That was a powerful dragon that may or may not be working in concert with another even more powerful dragon that has yet to come, whose aim was to destabilize Ariadnish and Cien, and has done so successfully. And we need to get back to Cien, us, and see if there's anything that the elves know that they can do to... We have to carry word about what happened here.
Nina raises her hand a little bit, considering they also wanted to make sure the agreement between Cien and Ariadnish doesn't happen.
That's true.
I'm
too,
not
mate.
sure that it can. Some of the High Council are already talking about using the information you gave us, about taking our soldiers into the caves underground, about finding this Marquise's lair, and well,
I don't know if you want to find it.
I can tell you, if you went looking now, you would find not an injured dragon nursing its wounds, but a perfectly healthy one. And
Very
when
angry
you're,
one.
and if
They would flood the caves with magma and kill your whole army if you went down there.
The only way you would stand a chance to get the Marquise, if she ever came, would be to wait until her forces travel
Guys.
the plains.
And I'm not convinced, now that I think about it, that the Marquis says we march soon, but what is soon to the the lifespan of a dragon? A month, a year, 10 years, 100 years?
Well, she was talking to the kobolds too. Kobolds don't live that long, but still,
I don't know.
That aside, this was not the Marquise that attacked us. We know that.
No. I've seen the face of the Marquise up close. I've seen the face of this thing. There's no way I could ever mistake either one of them again.
if you really believe that, please, we'll need to talk to the high priests. We'll need to convince them that if what you say is true, then we'll be marching our army into a death trap.
Stavrofor, we will stay and tell our story. But when I last told a true story, it was like pulling teeth, particularly old and gnarled teeth wrapped around jawbones. Right now I know that there is a traitor who is cozy with the remaining leadership in Cien, this Lady Nephish, and she has the answers that I think are most pressing, and we need to find her.
I'm like, Duran, we only suspect that she's a traitor. We got actual no hard proof.
Let's be bad guys.
Be the bearer of bad news, my lord.
I'm like, what else is there?
Like, we never actually got the concrete proof.
There were this. I know
Like,
there's a lot of
missing was-
circumstantial evidence, and it's worth
Yeah.
questioning her. I'm not saying that we string her up. I'm saying that she's currently a big threat to Cien. They don't recognize
Where
her.
is this lady? Was she at attendance? Did you
She was
see her in the crowd?
No, she's, I assume, still in Cien. She was a personal friend of Lord Tegan's.
Duran,
She was at the meeting actually when you explained about the
Oh.
Marquise.
Oh,
Like
I-
she was with the procession.
Duran,
You've seen her in the
Hold on,
last day.
Josh.
Just to remind you, because it's been a while.
Did I see her killed?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Not even killed. Was she even at the event? Okay.
Yeah, all of you roll me an intelligence perception check actually.
Okay, well,
If it's better, like yeah,
Whatever's better. Okay.
yep, whatever's
Perception.
better between an intelligence or
28.
28's pretty
18.
good. 18's not bad.
I had 21.
Well, intelligence is just thingy. What am I at?
Intelligence or
God.
perception, yeah.
Nina just figured it out in character. How did I not see this a long time ago?
So did Caben.
Yeah, like Caben and Nina, you were with Durian, you know, the day he went into explain to the higher ups about the whole Marquise thing. Caben, as like the door was open, you saw Lady Nephish in the room.
Okay.
Like 100%. She was there when Durian was in the room. Durian, you like vaguely remember talking to her at some point. Like
And
she mentioned how you did a job for her.
Yeah, my question was about
yep.
about what she.
And like Durian, you don't remember. Buck, you know, your senses were elsewhere. Caben, you scanned every face in that crowd. She was not there. She was not at the presentation
at all.
Caden.
Nope.
Okay.
Like she would have been in the nice seat somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
Caden.
It's
her.
I forward that. Yeah, she wasn't there. She was here listening to our story, listening to Sir Durian's story. But she was not at the event. I didn't see her, and I bet if you asked any of your surviving guards or tenants, they might have a story of why she didn't show. Maybe she made some excuse, but she made sure she was not there because
Caden.
This is her.
It's her. She's injured, and she's probably taken Lady Nefish's form again. She is the leader of the Black Fang. Lady Nephish herself. She knew about the description of bloody.
This is more of a reach than me even saying she's suspicious, which you just called me out on, Nina.
Someone in that room had to have known the story, like Nina's saying. She was in that room. She assumed, if she's the dragon, she assumed the form of a magma dragon to pin it on the Marquise.
It's her. We gotta find it now. Durian.
Nina, hold on. Stavrofor, would you happen to know where Lady Nephish's quarters are?
She was with the rest of the guests. She was staying here in the tower.
Can you have some guards escort us to her?
We need to go there now.
Yeah, and she like stands up. Yes, absolutely. And you can see she's been half following, like no fucking idea what's going on. She's like glad to have something to do. She's like, you two stay here with them. Ladies, if you don't mind, I'd like you to remain here. We'll get you some medical care.
Actually, can Violet come?
It's doing a pretty good width.
I mean, I just turned to her and say, Violet, sorry, you're more magically inclined than a lot of us.
I'll help if I can.
You might be able to help.
She like nods and stands up. You know, she's about as tall standing up as Kendra is sitting down. Kendra's like, I'll stay here, and she just like rocks backwards.
Actually,
and she like falls some step. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to whisper to Durian and Violet, because I know they are both magically inclined, especially after the last fight and seeing the pew pew. Like, wouldn't she just be like a magic item? Like, if she has the aura magic around her, wouldn't you just be able to see it? Especially if she's in human form.
This is beyond my ken, Nina. Let's just one step at a time and proceed cautiously. She's injured, but so are we.
There are certain types of magic that are used to hide traces of magic. Basically, anti-divination spells. She shrugs and says, It would depend. I mean, you're thinking that this is a dragon in a different form?
Oh, she definitely is.
She nods and roll me a d20, Josh, because this is your pilot theory.
Oh no, this is more than a theory. This is deductive reasoning at its finest, Travis.
Yeah. 13. So let's find Violet.
I'll give that to Josh. I didn't see this. This is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Violet's... I'm a big fan of CSI and stuff, man.
Yep.
I was 80%
No.
there, but Josh finished.
Violet's big on Arcana. She nods and says, "Yes, I mean, older dragons they're known to be able to change their shape. It's debatable though if it's a magical thing. It's more of an innate. I don't know. I've never seen it up close. The dragons I fought were," and she like looks around and says, "They were my size."
Yeah.
They were that
Durian.
small?
Well, we ran in with.
Damn tough for that size.
Durian.
A
Can you
durian's
give me one lost heal, by the way?
Plargoth was
You
a
have
man
enough
at
to
one
spare?
point, so we know it's definitely a thing.
That's true, Caven. Good call. Nina, you look hurt, but I can't help you and not help Caven, and I can't help many people for the rest of the day. We have the Stavr 4. There won't be a scene in this room.
Do we know that?
I don't even-
They probably.
I don't even think she's going to be back. I think she will have fled to
I think she's
tend to
gone.
her wounds. Let's
But
see what we find.
Yeah,
in her
you
rooms.
guys like head upstairs. Miriam grabs like a small cadre of guards with her. You guys go up another level. Here it's kind of like apartments for the clergy. There are several quarters on this floor and the next one up that are for high priests, for some of the younger acolytes, their guest quarters, and they lead you along a corridor, several of them winding around, and you come into a room, or come up to the door of a room, and Miriam nods and says, "It's this one." She was right next to Lady Tegan and Lord Nilo.
Is it locked, Travis?
No one's like gone to open it yet. She's like, "What do you want to do?"
I look at
Go
Nina
in
and say,
and I just-
ladies first.
Yeah. I just checked the handle. Is it?
Yeah, you like push down, and the handle like goes the whole way as though it's not locked, and you push, and the door moves an inch. It's unlocked. You can open it.
I tell everyone to stand back,
Just
and I'm telling even the guards to stand back.
Just go, Nina.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
think they
I'm gonna
flank a
kick-
couple on the.
Yeah, I kick the door in and just storm the room.
Yeah, you kick it in, it slams back onto its hinges, run into the room, and it's empty. Not just empty, but it's bare. There's nothing in here
Damn it.
that a person would bring. There's a dresser that looks clean and untouched, a nice mirror perched on top of it. There's a stool next to a bench, like where someone would, put their makeup on looking into the mirror. The bed is completely made. All the linens are crisp and clean. Looks like no one ever slept in it. No luggage, no anything
blood?
sitting on the shelves.
Pretty suspicious, wouldn't you say, Stavr 4, for a time for somebody to either skip town or never show up?
To go along with Josh's CSI, I pull out my infrared flashlight and start looking for hairs and blood splatter.
Got it.
Nice.
Yeah, let's-
yeah.
let's use our eyes.
Semen,
Let's use
just
our eyes,
semen
yeah.
everywhere. No, it's
Lord.
empty. It's empty.
Okay.
Like Violet kind of looks around and says, "Someone was staying in here?"
They
Stavr
said-
4?
they
This
said
was
they
her
were-
room, right?
This was it. I never. We send messengers. They go to get people, bring them to where they need to be.
I saw Lee downstairs.
Stop
Who would have
before-
escorted her to her room?
A mix of people.
Stop
I
before, can
couldn't
we
tell you.
please- Can we please see the other council's room? There's a chance that she could be hiding in one of them, just as much as this one.
Of course, and she like points over like across the hall is Lady Tegan. Next up, Lord Nilo.
I hop over to Lord Nilo's room.
Lady
Yeah.
Tegan.
Okay,
Lady Tegan
yeah.
for me.
So
and I think we just search rooms. I don't think we're...
yeah, you search the rooms. All the others have like belongings in them: travel bags, sets of clothing, rolls of parchment. Some with like half-scrawled letters. One of them has like a plate that looks like it wasn't cleared, with some fruit on it, a glass of water.
Lord
still
Arendelle,
sitting-
come on, man. Of course the human wouldn't clean up after himself.
Dirty humans.
Yeah. I mean, his room's like especially messy. There are polka dot pantaloons laying in the corner. Like all of the other rooms show obvious signs of habitation.
Okay.
She's not here, Nina. Where is she? Do you believe me now? She's our number one suspect?
Oh no, she's not just the Black Fang, Travis. Not Travis, Durian. She's the leader.
I know, so... Stavrofor.
And there's one bigger problem to consider.
What?
Lord Tegan. She's close to Lord Tegan. Lord Tegan is in danger.
Why do you think
How are
I
we gonna
wanted,
totally
Why
do-
do you think I wanted to go back to Cian and see Lord Tegan? Because he had a snake in its midst. You figure things
I
out.
think-
I like mumble to myself.
Yeah, not really much a snake anymore.
Fawn.
We're a bit bigger than a snake.
Yes.
She.
mean Buck?
Buck. Yeah. I guess I correct myself. Like, man. We got that sword from her, right?
Yep.
I-
It is her. it is
I'm
her-
pretty sure that sword has something nasty
Well,
associated with
I
it.
don't know what that is, but it's,
Never lucky.
It's hers. I mean, it's ours now, but it was from her. And I
Was
turned to
hers.
Violet like, what? How does we did it once with an object? Can we scry?
You know, there was this spell that I almost learned, and I was sitting there, and I felt stronger one day, and I almost learned it, and then I decided that
Oh,
I don't
Tyrion.
need to learn that. We need to see Llewellyn immediately.
No, I'm saying
well,
I'm
yeah,
asking.
I was just about to say that.
I'm asking the theory.
Llewellyn.
Like the sword is ours now. Does scrying that point to us, or what? I forget how scrying even works because Cave is an idiot.
It might. I know something of the spell. It might work. We'd have to talk to Llewellyn. He
Or
might
what
also be able to know more about this sword.
What about the
if
half
it's-
dragon dude? Can we scry on a dead body? Will that take us back? If he
It
is
is- it
of
is a-
her, I don't know.
If he wasn't
Well-
lying, he was a bloodline. But
And I got his body soaked armor in my bag.
excellent.
It's like dripping on the floor a little. Yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
it right
and I-
Wait, I
here.
found
I-
directional blood droplets.
I think the Stavrofor kind of like nods and says,
We need Llewellyn.
I'm glad you're investigating this. We'll need your help. If what you say is true, our army must not leave. We'll need help convincing the council of priests that that's not the right thing to do. We'll need information. And she kind of like looks at the five of you, Violet included, and says, I'll need all of your help. And I think that's where we end for tonight.
Yeah, and as just kind of fades to black, like once you can barely see anything, you just hear Caben like, it's always fucking dragons.
It's in the name, man. Dungeons and Dragons.
I want to do a dungeon, damn it!
You guys did a dungeon more recently than a dragon fight.
I guess that's true.
Though you did see dragons in the dungeon. To be
Yeah.
fair, so.
That was fun. I really enjoyed that one. All right. Oh boy, Travis, thank you as always. It was good. It was good. Lots of pieces fell in today, and
It was interesting, and I'm pissed that I'm a dude again.
You've got 2 potions to help with
I know,
that.
but I'm currently pissed still because
Yeah.
I'm still a dude
you gotta use them.
at this time.
It's like a disguise. You'll just use it to turn back to a man, and then once you fight, you'll just turn back to a man again.
Let's just say dragons aren't all you should ask Llewellyn about.
Yeah.
No, and that was we called the session, but that was what I was gonna say to fuck
Yep.
is
All
fuck.
right.
Cool.
Fun guys.
Yeah.
To bond.
Awesome session. Viewers, Twitch, thank you for tuning in with us. If you like the show, if you like what we do here, which you should, because Travis is awesome, you should follow the channel. And yeah, we usually play on Mondays. So today's a Thursday. We usually play on Mondays. Speaking of Mondays, we're not playing this Monday, right?
No, I can't make it.
Okay, cool. So we're not playing this Monday. We maybe do another makeup session. I don't know, on Thursday. I don't know, maybe next week, but we'll see about that. At the meantime, follow the channel, and if you don't find we can go live, or catch us up on YouTube. Which I'm a little bit behind. I think I'm a week behind. Sorry about that. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and we're gonna sign off for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Bye.